Hello, my name is Shelby, and I wanted to talk to you about belief. And my question is, do you need a reason to believe in yourself? I used to think that I did. I used to think that I needed approval, accolades, an award, likes on Facebook, or anything of the nature before I could actually believe that my message had value and before I actually believed in myself. And I was grinding my gears. I was continually putting out new content. I was doing all that I could. And I realized that the only reason why I wasn't getting the feedback that I had thought was because underneath it all, I didn't really believe in myself. I was looking for my value outside of myself, and I was looking for it in the reflection of faces of people that I didn't even know, to be totally honest. And I think that one of the greatest things that I've learned as stepping onto this path of becoming a coach is that I'm my first client. And ultimately, underneath it all, I can only take my clients as far as I've taken myself. And so I made a choice that I was no longer going to define myself by what I didn't have, and I was going to choose to instead define myself by all the amazing qualities that I already do have. If you're anything like me, I am a recovering perfectionist and a recovering control freak. And I've also learned that both these qualities were just insecurities and blankets, for the real truth was that I didn't feel that I was enough. I felt that in order to be valued or validated, that I needed to have perfect work, and that therefore would be the only way that I would actually get some sense of satisfaction from the work I did. And to be totally honest with you, that is just dumb. It has no sustenance, and it didn't even bring me the passion to continually move forward. So instead, I'm breaking down all of that, and I want to let you know I don't need a reason to believe in myself. I believe in myself because I'm alive. Because if I wasn't needed, I wouldn't be here. There are so many people in the world that don't even have the opportunities that I have already. There are so many people in the world that don't even have the equipment to be able to watch a video like this right now. And I realized that if I continue to look at all the things I was lacking and all the things I didn't have, well, that was just going to expand. We are what we think about. And why would the universe show up with all these awards if I couldn't even appreciate all the work I'd done for myself? As a motivated woman and someone who is a go-getter, every single time I'd conquer fear, I was so excited and I'd move on to the next one. I'd be looking for the next thing to take on, the next big project, the next breakthrough waiting. I never even stopped to look at all that I had already done or to even take a moment to appreciate myself for having that breakthrough to even begin with. So, my question to you is, do you need a reason? And if so, find out why. Why do you need a reason? Is it because you need approval from others? Is it because you don't believe in yourself? Is it because you think that if you get likes or accolades on Facebook that it'll make you, that you'll actually be able to love yourself? And the truth of the matter is that that's a completely bass-ackwards and benign way about going things. What you really want is to believe and love yourself first, and then others that come into your presence, feeling that energy from within you, will see that, will recognize that, and will get behind your message too. Because I'm not here because of my needs and my selfish desires. I had the realization that it's not about me. And it's not about what I want. I'm doing this so that I can share with you. So that instead of competing and judging and comparing myself against the standard of other women and other people's success, that I can actually cooperate with it. By every single time I see somebody out there who's done something that I want to do or who's killing it in an industry that I want, it gives me a sense of hope. Because if they're doing it, it means that I can, and it also means that I can even do it faster. I don't need to look at them and have that be a reason to knock myself down or a reason to feel less about myself. And I don't even think that that is what they want. You know, they say that in the environment, but that's not true. We're all held by these unrealistic standards, and we've known that for some time. So instead of letting that get to us, we should just look at it and be like, you know what? I see that. I value the beauty in that, and I appreciate that. But I am not going to let that affect how I see myself. how I perceive myself, because my perception of myself is the deepest relationship I'm in. And if I can't even love the person and the woman that I am, then that is the greatest failure of life. It doesn't matter if I failed in business, in relationships, or friendships. I've failed myself. And I'm no longer going to do that. And I don't want that for you either. I want you to see that actually through appreciating what you have, it just brings you more of it. It allows you to expand because you're not here to serve yourself. You're here with your talents and the strengths and the gifts that you have to share and serve your message with the world. Because the greatest gift you can give the world is what you have to offer. And by allowing yourself to step into that power and step into that sense of self-confidence, you allow others to do the same. And what greater gift is there? There isn't one. By coming together and by seeing the beauty in what we already offer, we change the world. When we change ourselves, we change the world. If you really want to make an impact, it doesn't start out there. It doesn't start with the donations. It starts right here. Because when you love yourself, you want more for yourself. You eat better. You dress better in the sense that you don't buy clothes that are just from, environmental pollution and the cheapest, most trendy piece of clothing that you can get. You start to see that you don't want to treat people poorly. You don't want to eat meat that comes from abuse. You want to be part of an organic movement, not just in what you eat, but from the inside. If you love yourself, you want more for yourself, which ultimately starts the chain reaction of other people wanting to do the same. And before you know it, you've influenced your entire community to step up, to step out, and to be brave. Being brave does not mean closing yourself off. It does not mean shrinking your message, and it definitely doesn't mean making it more easily available to everybody. You don't need to come down here to be liked by people, and I used to think that. I used to think that watering down who I was going to therefore attract more people, and therefore more people would like me. And you know what? I'm done with that. I'm up here. So if the rest of you want to come join me up here, I welcome that. And I will be up here waiting for you because you know what? To be honest, the view from here is amazing. It's beautiful. And it's been the most inspiring gift I've ever given myself. Therefore, I don't need motivation to keep going. I just need to love myself and the rest will fall into place.